ditch the selfie and make a video. Now, as you're probably well aware, people are selfie obsessed. Some people will hang off buildings to get the perfect selfie, and probably a lot of them have paid for it with their lives because they've fallen off cliffs and all these different maybe landmarks that they had, trying to be clever and trying to be courageous and look at me, and they paid for it with their life. For other people who might have stood in front of a bear or a tiger or some animal and again paid for it with their life because they thought they were being clever by taking a selfie. But at the end of the day, do other people really care? I think the people who take the selfies think that everybody cares, but me and you on the opposite side of the camera probably don't really. It's okay maybe if you are following maybe some celebrity like The Rock or I don't know, maybe Brad Pitt or something like that, and you're interested in what he does every day, and if he takes the odd selfie maybe with somebody or doing something, yes, well, that probably is an interest to you. But for the average Joe who's walking down the street, do you really want to see what they're having for dinner? Do you really want to have, look at pictures of their ugly mug all the time? Now, again, in my own case, I probably have more face for radio, but I wouldn't think that people would kind of scroll through my Instagram feed just to see endless pictures of me. Because at the end of the day, I remember somebody saying one time that if there is a class photograph that's been taken, or if there is kind of any group outing, if there is a photograph taking, who is the first person you go to look at in the photograph? Now, 100% of the time you're going to say you. There could be 1,000 people in that photograph. There could be all your best friends, there could be your family, your mother and father, and everybody you know and love. But your eyes will first of all go to you. They'll seek you out and you'll look to see how you look in that photograph. Now, what does that tell you about you? Well, it tells you that even though you mightn't think it selfishly, we have our own interest and we put our own interest first. So if you imagine me taking selfies of myself and you're more interested in you, do my selfies really matter to you? You'll probably just scroll past them because it's got nothing to do with you. It's been said before in people who are copywriters and who do all kind of sales letters and all those different marketing materials, that the customer is always thinking, what's in it for me? Again, you probably are well aware when you maybe watch a car video on TV or car advertisement, or you're watching a perfume advertisement or something like that, you're looking through at that advertisement through that lens of what's in it for me? What can that car do for me? What can that perfume do for me? Is it going to make me more attractive? Is it going to attract the opposite sex or whatever? But you are looking through that lens of what's in it for me. Again, even if you're listening to this podcast episode and watching these videos, you're not doing it, again, as I said, to watch my my radio handsome face, or you're probably not watching them just to listen to my accent. You are listening or you're watching these videos because you are looking and listening through the lens of what's in it for me? What can I learn in the 5 minutes I'm listening to this podcast episode? And again, as I said, people who are taking selfies all the time would be better off ditching that, and rather than focusing on their face and hanging off a cliff and doing something dangerous with some kind of dangerous animal, why not just click on the record button and record a video instead? Now, what I mean by recording a video, again, I'm not kind of saying you should record some, again, vanity video that's going to blow up your ego. I'm walking along this gorgeous white sand beach and you're not kind of here, ha ha ha. No, what I'm talking about is I'm talking about you recording a video and sharing some of the knowledge you have, doing something like I'm doing here. I'm sure you would spend more time with me by going through some of my videos and listening to what I'm saying and maybe picking up a couple of knowledge bombs than you would if I put a series of selfies of me in all these exotic places. Again, look at it through your customers and your readers' eyes. What's in it for them? Why should they spend time watching you in your ugly mug on Instagram? Wouldn't it be better use of their time to maybe to learn something from you, maybe something that they can add to their life and make their lives better? Because as I said, people have this mantra in their head, what's in it for me? Now again, you can say yourself, well, I'm the most charitable person in the world, I'm not somebody who's greedy, I'm somebody who is, I think everybody is the same and that my kind of rights are the same as everyone else. But as I said, it is naturally in you to look out for yourself. But first, again, go back to any photograph and I will 100% guarantee you will look at your face first than anybody else's, because that is the most important thing. You again, you might say all those different things, oh, I'm charitable and all those different things, but we have this thing hardwired into us that we are constantly looking around for what's in it for me. So again, whatever you're doing today, social media, maybe it's time just to ditch the selfies, because as I said, how many times can you take a photograph of your face without people just getting totally bored and switching off and not following you? So instead, hit the record button. But again, as I said, put something good out there, something that is going to help somebody's life, a little bit of knowledge, a tip, a trick, or whatever it is, but you're making that person's life a little bit better for you expressing that knowledge. So ditch your selfies today, hit the record button, make a series of videos, put those on your social media, and as I said, you'll probably get better engagement. More people will come back to you more often because you're sharing all these tips and tricks, rather than seeing you hanging up the Grand Canyon, you know, by your bra strap or whatever, with a selfie stick in your hand. So as always, I hope I have given you something that is useful to you, maybe something that can make a change in your life, because as I said, I'm trying to look at this content from your point of view rather than mine, of me showing my radio beautiful face in these videos. So as always, if you'd like to find more of this content, do a search for WriteCome, WriteCome.com. You'll find it in Google, iTunes, Yahoo, wherever. You'll find the content all over the web. And as always, thanks for sharing your time. Have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.